What's going on, everybody? My name is Jake and welcome back to more Pokemon Glazed. In the last part, we defeated the Palm Tree Resort gym leader and made our way here to the summit of Mount Stratus, where evidently Team Fusion and its leader Michael is preparing to make his final move for world domination, as he's acquired all the Gen 3 or Gen 4 legendaries, Palkia, Dialga, and Giratina. And so I'm not sure if we're going to be battling all three of those legendaries, but I was debating whether or not going back and grabbing Leafeon in favor of swapping Zoroark out, but I think I'm just going to roll with the team we have in tow right now, and just, yeah, go from there if I really need to backtrack, because, again, like, most of Team Fusion has, like, fighting types, so I'd rather have, even though Zoroark is weak to the fighting type, like, if we need to switch out to get an Intimidate off in a pinch, I feel like that could be useful. However, it could also be nice to have that Sunny Day Solar Beam combo if we need it. So maybe at some point I could backtrack and go grab Leafeon in favor of Zoroark. It just sucks that we need the moves Rock Climb and Rock Smash and Strength at this point in the game, and so Pikachu has to take a spot in the party. But it is what it is. We'll make it work. We always do, after all. So, all right. So he's got the Mienfoo and Mienshao, Gen 5 fighting types. But we're going to make quick work of him here with Gengar. And I do not have the experience share on anyone, so we're going to be getting the full amount of experience here on out. Let me come up here and see, because there's a little... Absolutely nothing evil is happening here, I swear. Yeah, it sounds very, very trustworthy there, guy. Okay, one Pokemon, it is a Lucario. I'm just going to keep going at these Pokemon with Thunderbolt, which I never thought Gengar would be, like, super useful for Thunderbolt, but it pays to have good type coverage and it pays to have good special attack, and Gengar has very good special attack, so. And we don't get the knockout, but we do get paralysis. Thank God we're getting that because he's using Swords Dance. I'm not even going to take a chance here. Let's use Shadow Punch, which never misses. And there we go. Gengar, we're going to level up. Everyone in the party is at least level 40. So I guess let's see what's through this little... Okay, we need Waterfall for that. These guys in the orange give me creeps with experience. I don't think we have the HM for Waterfall yet, correct? No. So maybe he's just hiding out. Unless wherever we end up going in this leads us to getting Waterfall. Let's get Infernape some love here. I feel like we haven't been using him a ton lately. Look with the Meowth Dragon, a brat. Not look with the Cat Dragon, look with the Meowth Dragon. I remember when we were in Stormy City and, like, the city, like, description or whatever was where it rains Arcanine or rains Meowth and Arcanine. I do not have Mach Punch. Fuck. Because I had to teach Infernape Rock Climb, which... I mean, it's not like we've been too TM-HM reliant, but it's always been kind of a gimmick in Pokemon that I really don't like. Why are we having to rely on these moves at such a late portion of the game? I can understand, like, early on, where, you know, you can use HM slaves and, you know, then you deposit them. If you're having to rely on HMs and stuff after, like, the 6th gym, it's like, come on now. Alright. Doesn't even have a Scrafty. Please hit. Thank you. We have the attack boost, so this might one-hit KO. Very nice. Alright. Hope everyone, I'm recording this on a Sunday, so I hope everyone had a great weekend. I myself, well, I'm an Ohio State alum, so I was disappointed yesterday, and then I watched my Colts today, and Daniel Jones tore his Achilles, and we've just been free falling, so what looked like was going to be a nice season has suddenly turned terrible. Which is very disappointing to watch, but I did watch my alma mater win a high school football state championship, so first time that we've won one since 2006, so that was really cool to see that. Definitely like gets you kind of missing being able to play, you know, it's like nostalgic in a way. But super happy for them. One of my buddies actually coaches on them, so it was cool to see that for him. And yeah, watched Ohio State lose, watched the Colts lose. That was about the extent of my football enjoyment. Ended on Friday or Saturday morning. Everything from that was downhill. Alright, strike the puzzle. Okay. Looks like we need to use this one first. So that we can push this one down. This one over, this one up, this one over, this one up. Look at that. I am far better at strength puzzles than I am at ice mazes. I will admit that. Okay, I hate this part of the job. What, just standing around and waiting for some unforeseen 12-year-old to come destroy you? Is this another Hitmonlee, Hitmonchan, Hitmontop? Come on, get some variety in your freaking teams here, people. What are we doing? Oh, thank you for that. Oh, okay, I stand corrected. Poliwrath, obviously not a great matchup. Switch to Gengar here. Double Slap doesn't affect Gengar, you loser. I'm so happy to be able to use a Gengar, like Pokemon I've always wanted to use, but I've never had the means to do so. And now we're able to achieve our dreams. Alright. So no Hitmontop for this guy, but he has the Hitmonchan and Hitmonlee. And okay. Didn't quite do half damage, but we do get the paralysis, which is nice. You notice there I have Dream Eater. I don't have anything to put it to sleep yet, though, so if we get to like the Elite Four and we still don't have a move that puts Pokemon to sleep, I'm going to go ahead and forget Dream Eater, because Dream Eater is really good, but you have to have a Pokemon asleep in order for it to actually work. Boss would kill me for losing the kid. Well, he should have killed about freaking 45,000 of you guys by now, then. Because I have beaten a lot of you. Okay. And hopefully, we're getting towards the end here with the grunts. Go ahead and give Swellow some run here. Looks like we're getting towards the end. There's another entrance down there. Thanks for coming down here. Now I don't have to climb up those rocks to beat you. Well, the question is, do you even have a means to get up those rocks? Because I highly doubt Gramble knows... Well, I guess Gramble probably... Let's go have Intimidate. That's fine. I'm going to switch to Infernape and use Superpower, so... Alright, so they're not all using fighting types, which is good. There's a little variety here. Okay, Rage, it's going to build... I can't remember if you have to have damage inflicted on you for their Rage to build, or if it's just after every turn, but... What? Oh, you know what? I wonder if it's part Fairy type. Because Gramble evolves from Snubble, which is a normal type, but... Did they get changed to Fairy types when Fairy type became a thing? I don't know. Well, in any sense, we're still gonna beat the thing. Okay, yeah, so you have to inflict damage on it. I honestly... I really haven't played much of Gen 6 and beyond. Like, Gen 5 was kind of the last one where I, like, fully played through. So I'm really not familiar with the fairy type whatsoever, to be honest with you. So, I mean, I could easily... I know it's good against Dragon. I know that's its main shtick, but I'd have to look up, like, what the other type factors are for it. Okay. What has this guy got in store for us? Heracross, okay, one of our Pokemon Crystal team members. One that is quad weak to flying, so... Easy work for Swellow there. And Pinsir, okay. Yeah, so they have some real type variety here in this... Or Mount Stratus the grunts do. It's not all the fighting types with some other types mixed in. Like every trainer we faced has had different Pokemon almost. So I like that. You gotta have some variety, you know? Alright, Swellow up to level 42. Again, I'm not taking any chances with what waits us beyond this little entrance here, so... And let's go ahead and switch Zoroark out front, just for fun. Okay. Oh, well, I wouldn't have used the freaking potion if I knew that, but whatever. Alright, oh. Did not mean to button mash there and trigger that interaction again. Okay. So it looks like we got a couple more Team Fusion grunts. Okay. Oh, I can just walk right past them. Okay. The music changed, so it seems like we're getting towards the end here. I'm going to battle these guys just in case there's something that they're guarding and for level purposes. Especially if we're about to go up against legendary Pokemon. I mean, who knows if Michael actually has them on his team. But if so, I'm not taking any chances. Okay. Even though we're at a tight disadvantage here, we can still use Shadow Ball. Almost a one-hit KO. Oh god. That might knock us out. If not, it's definitely going to confuse us. Okay. Zoroark, don't Shadow Ball yourself. You dumbass. Well, thanks for trying. I'm guessing he's got the whole Timber line here, so Timber, Girder, and Conkeldurr. Durr. Okay. I like how some of the Gen 5 Pokemon that they have in this game have their actual cries, like Zoroark, for example. But other ones have that, whatever generic cry, the unknown cry, or whatever that is. Alright, and let me guess Conkeldurr. Alright. Let's go ahead and talk to that hiker guy one more time, because I want to get Zoroark some experience. I feel like we've barely been using her. Okay, yes, I know we're 20,000 feet above fucking sea level. Don't need to hear that for the third time. Okay. So I wonder, like, no shame in taking a rest. Did we just take a nap there? And if so, like, Team Fusion Grunts could have just, like, while we were sleeping, came down and, like, put a bag over our head and tied us up and everything, but... Nope. Okay, Sceptile. Let's go right at this thing with Zoroark. We don't need to switch. Okay, agility, so it's going to definitely outspeed us next turn, but okay, well, really good battle strategy there, guy, if I do say so myself. Okay, almost a level up. Blaziken. I'm not taking the chance of getting hit with a fighting type move. Let's switch to Swellow. Use Fly. Okay. I'm not gonna lie, of all the moves you could have possibly used, I was not expecting that. And there we go. Aerial Ace is still a one-hit KO, so... I know Blaziken's not like the sturdiest Pokemon, but... Swellow level 43. Okay. There's more grunts down this way. So I'm wondering if that place that we were going to wasn't actually where we needed to go. Like that entrance above us. Toxicroak, okay, so poison fighting type. So if we had a psychic type move, this would be really good for it, but let's go ahead and switch to Swampert here. Hit it with an Earthquake. Okay, Revenge, that really shouldn't do much because we didn't do any damage to him yet. Okay, Earthquake. Again, that's a typing thing that doesn't really make a whole lot of sense. Poison being super weak to ground. I guess maybe because in reality you can't like poison the ground, right? I don't know. But okay, let's slap on another Repel and then let's shift our team around a little bit since we're able to get Zoroark. Let's gear her out front for now. Okay, so I guess. Alright. So there's a bunch of stairs. And then there's also a bunch of rocks. Okay, well we're at the peak of Mount Stratus, but there's nothing up here. And the music is very... I don't even know how to describe it. Okay. You know what? I guarantee that's going to be something at the end of the game. There's going to be like a legendary Pokemon or something there. Let's see if... Okay, there's an item. This has got to be something good, right? It has to be. A trade stone. Something that we could have went back for and absolutely shredded on the slopes in North Coast Town. What the heck? That's kind of a buzzkill, I'm not gonna lie. I was expecting like a... At least like a rare candy or something. Man, come on. That was just a ripoff. Okay, well, at least we know how to get to the absolute peak of Mount Stratus. I guess let's carry on this way. Alright, hopefully not too many more grunts here. Deep in the mountain with you. Actually, my HP is pretty perfect, and also there's a guy about 50 feet behind you that has been healing my Pokemon for free. So, joke's on you, guy. Alright, use a fighting type move. Yay! Not a fighting type move, but still close enough. Not quite a one-hit KO, but that's okay. Thank you for missing that. Alright. So we've got it, based on that person's dialogue, we've got to be near the end here. Okay, looks like we got a Surf. I'm going to go ahead and heal Swampert. Total overkill using a Hyper Push for 23 HP, but we are taking no chances here. Alright, this has got to be a good item, right? Okay, Dragon Claw. You know what? That is definitely not bad at all. I feel like we already had Dragon. Am I tripping? I thought we already had. Yeah, we do. Okay, well, maybe we can sell that for monetary purposes later on. Yay, double battle. Okay, there's another. Ooh, don't want to go too far and go down the waterfall next time. Full restore. Okay, that's more like it. Alright, I'm gonna go Swampert and Gengar because Gengar can't get hit by Earthquake, so. Alright. This has got to be the last one. Nobody's beaten us yet. We're the duo that keeps guards Fusion Labs. Okay. What do you got for me? The Hitmons. Okay. Who would have figured that? Certainly not me. Okay. Let's go Earthquake. And let's get this Hitmonlee out of here. Definitely the one that can do the most damage. Almost get the Hitmonchan out of there. You know, our team's built pretty well for double battles because we have Swampert with Earthquake, and then we got two Pokemon that can't even get hit by Earthquake, so. Makes out pretty nice. Okay, we're going to go Earthquake again, Thunderbolt on Hitmonchan. So we should knock this Hitmonchan out, he'll send out his next Pokemon, and it'll still get hit by the Earthquake. Gengar gets a level up. Send out another Pokemon, and it's a Magmortar. We could honestly knock them both out here. We'll make absolutely light work of this self-proclaimed unbeatable duo. There we go. You guys were a fucking piece of cake, man. Alright. Let me go ahead and heal up Swampert again. And let's see what awaits us here. Alright. Oh good, you made it. You remember the plan, right? Fusion Labs is just up ahead. Let's hurry and get out of this cold. I'm going to make sure nobody enters or leaves. If you need your Pokemon to be healed, I'll do my best to help. Yes, please heal my Pokemon. I'm still not sold on you, Henry, but whatever. Okay, Fusion Labs. I don't have time to do it. I need to find a way to make a reusable revive soon. Oh, reusable revive. Okay, so some of these guys are going to battle us and some won't. See, this might be a good stopping point because who knows how many trainers are going to be in Fusion Labs here. Atomic Boom, that's going to do 20 damage. Okay. Get a level up here for Swampert. And let me guess, Magnezone. Man, I am just so gosh darn smart. Fortunately, didn't have access to this evolution when we used Magneton and Pokemon Crystal because this was an evolution that was introduced in Gen 4. Alright. I'm a researcher, not a battler. At least he knows his lane. Tell the past person to do it. Month of April. Okay. April showers, maybe? Electabuzz. Okay, this is an electric-type Pokemon that I can hit with Earthquake. Also, hold on. After we do this, I need to go back. Could have swore there was a PC over there where we can get Pikachu the hell out of the party and grab Leafeon back. And Electivire. Yep. Okay, you already... Gosh, man, you guys really are researchers and not battlers. Okay. Level 44. Alright, let me go back. Whatever, if I remember. There's something Dialga uses extensively. Something to do with April. Some of that Dialga uses extensively. Dialga's a master of time. First, let's get Leafeon back in our party so we have our usual party of 6. Alright. Okay, so let's see if this guy gives us the password. We'll put that in, then we'll end things off. A lantern, okay, so not a good move for me to move to Infernape, but see how much Rock Climb does. Oh, well, that didn't help. Okay, not a ton, but I had no idea that was a secondary effect of Rock Climb, I'm not gonna lie. Okay, yeah, Flail's gonna keep increasing in power. But we have super power. There we go. Okay. I could have just told you. Well, yeah, but that's no fun. Oh, Diamond. Go bother someone else. What do you got there? Not Diamond, not Diamond. Oh yeah, alright, so now that we got the gate opened, I'm going to go ahead and end things off here. We'll do the second part of Team Fusion shortly after this, but I just don't want this episode to drag on for too long. So we're getting towards the end here with Team Fusion. We'll see what awaits us in the next episode once we get through this gate. So thank you guys so much for watching. I hope you guys enjoyed. I'll see you guys shortly when we finish up with the Team Fusion Labs. Goodbye.